is electric.
Morning everyone, I've just popped out to the Kia ESoul to have a look inside, set the sat-nav up for Susan. She's got a 77-mile trip now to the services just north of Bar Hill on the A14. She's off to the Ionity chargers. She's on another road trip, doing about 420 miles over the next 2 days. She's off to Cheltenham, and picked a great day for her, isn't she? It's absolutely lashing it down. Yesterday we cleaned the Kia for the first time, have a good look round and see what the car was like. As you can see, it's packed up with Cracker's cage and all his gear and all Susan's pink stuff everywhere. She loves all her pink stuff there, her racing colours, shall we say, for when she's racing Cracker on Hoopers, and that's what she's off doing. Hoopers or Agility, I'm not sure what she's doing today. Anyway, that's what she's off to for Cheltenham, and it's a good thing to talk about. That the trip she's doing, let's just turn the car on. The trip she's doing, 420 miles round trip over a couple of days. In the Golf or the Mini, it would take 5.5 to 6 hours to get there, and then to get back the same with the 3 or 4 charging stops. And it's just impractical. I've got to confess that there was an occasion where when Susan said that she wanted to do this trip to Cheltenham in December, in the bad weather, I said, you ought to be going in a petrol or diesel car. I can't believe I actually said it, but an electric car, small battery one, the Golf, just doesn't make sense unless you want to torture yourself, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I like the charging game, and I would spend more time thinking and planning the charges, etc., than I would getting there. But of course, Susan's not doing it for the fun of the driving. She's doing it for the sport, for Hoopers or Agility, whatever she's going for. And this is what we've got this car for. We've changed from the Golf, which was a perfectly good electric car and did most of our needs. But there's always those occasions where you just want a bit more. And we are planning on doing more longer distance journeys. So it's just nice to have a longer distance capable car. The other thing is I'm really surprised at how Susan has adapted to electric car driving and decided that range is more important than comfort and she wouldn't turn the heaters on, etc. So in the Golf, she was protecting the range. Though even though I don't think it's in our nature to do that, I'm honestly saying that we would normally want to be nice and warm. We wouldn't travel in the cold, etc. Not unless you really needed those extra miles. But Susan has been driving without the heating on a lot of the time, and I don't know what she's going to do today. Heating set for 18 degrees at the moment. Probably she'll change that and put it up to 19 and a half, heated seats and heated steering wheel, have everything on. I mean, why not? If you've got plenty of range, why not be really, really comfortable? And the fact that she's going to charge en route anyway, which is more about not charging to get there, but charging to have plenty while you're there, so you haven't got to think about charging until you're on the way home. So it's more about the return leg, in that with 270 miles of range on the car, it'll probably do 240 in this weather, I'm thinking. And she's only got between 192 and 201, depending on all of the charging stop routes, etc. So she's got plenty of comfort and capacity to get there. It's about having the range to tootle around while you're there, etc., and then have the range to get back again without having to worry about where to charge. So she'll probably do a charge on the way down and a charge on the way back, and rather than one big charge, do it that way. Although there is a chance she might get a Tesla destination charge while she's at one of the hotels that she's going to. So there's a good chance of good charging options and keeping it nice and economical, which I like, of course. I'll keep an eye. I'm not going, so I'll keep an eye remotely and see what she's doing, and she'll send me pictures of the dash telling me what her miles are. Driving information's reset, so what else have we got to reset? Let's press and reset that. So I tend to come out and do all of this for Susan, rather than her having to do it. So there we go. She'll like that. And I've set all her different destinations in the sat-nav. She's probably going to use Google anyway on Android Auto. That works really, really well in this Kia. But we set the sat-nav destinations just in case her phone doesn't work for some reason. She's got the actual sat-nav on the car with the destinations in recent destinations all ready to go. So she'll be packing the car any moment. And I'll be sticking on some war movies and opening up a can of beer later today and enjoying myself on my own while she's driving in this lovely weather, lovely, gorgeous weather, down to Cheltenham. So if you're going to be at the Ionity services in about an hour and a half, you'll probably see Susan there. Anyway, there you go. Just a very quick video today. I want to do a little video telling you all about my first impressions of the car and what I think. So there's lots to tell you. I mean, look at these buttons compared to like the Teslas and the new Volvo EX30. How many buttons do you need? So I want to talk you through some of this. Not what each button does, but the fact that although there's buttons everywhere, it's actually really intuitive. The Kia and Hyundai systems are actually pretty good. And it's been a real pleasure coming back to the technology we're familiar with. And the Kia's less grey inside and is more black, and I quite like that. The Hyundais are normally greyer, so unless you're going to go for a really light colour inside, I think the standard black or darker greys are better in the Kia than they are in the Hyundais. So we're really happy with this car. Yesterday, as I said, we gave it its first clean, just so I could go around and see all the stone chips that were around, so I'm familiar with what the car's actually like in detail. And of course there was a few here and there that the dealer hadn't touched up. They provided some touch-up paint for us, so I'll finish some of those up. But generally, it's in exceptionally good condition. It really is very good. Cleaned up well. I've put a coat of Bouncer's ceramic finisher on it. The reason for that is so the water beads off really well, and of course when you clean it next time it's much easier. So the more ceramic finisher you can put on the car, the easier it is to clean. So yeah, need it on a day like today, don't you? Because it's going to come back filthy, but hopefully it'll just hose off nice and easily. Anyway, just a really short video. I don't want to do a proper one about what I think of the car. I'll tell you about that in another video soon when I've got more time. I'd better head indoors before I get too cold sat outside and use too much of Susan's energy. She's got to start with 100%. I can't let her start with 99. Anyway, I'm going to disappear now. You have a great weekend, everyone. Hope you enjoy these little videos, and I'll share more with you later. But I will post this up with how Susan gets on as well, and where she stops and what range she gets. My guesstimations, with the weather and everything, I think she's going to get about 3.6 to 3.8. The temperature's 9 degrees outside, so it's quite decent. With a heat pump, she should do really well with the heating as well. So I think even with all the heating on, probably 3.8, maybe even up to 3.9 is what she'll actually get. But we shall see. Oh no, perhaps not actually. 3.7. I'm going to guess at 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour is what she gets for the trip down. Hopefully it'll be drier on the way back. Anyway, time to go indoors, so take care. You have a great weekend, everyone, and keep dry. See you again soon for more videos. Electric cars, electric home heating, and all that great energy stuff. Bye for now. Speed-wise, I can see Susan's doing between 60 and 65 on the dual carriageways. She made it successfully to the Ionity chargers at Cambridge, but unfortunately she had 2 failed chargers before she got one actually working, and it's just off the new junctions at the A14. She arrived with 68% battery and a whopping 178 miles of range left in the car. That's having done 77 miles. She added only 21% and left the charger with 89% and 239 miles. And Susan arrived at her final destination with 38% left, 92 miles of range. So that's pretty good going, really, and considering she added 21%, she could have made it all the way there and had 17% left. So again, the idea was to arrive with a little bit more contingency. Anyway, thanks again for watching the video. I hope you enjoy all the stats and all the details about the journey. Susan's having great fun in the Kia ESoul, and to be honest, it's better than I thought it'd be, and I look forward to telling you more about it.